What's poppin', peeps? It's your boy Am for CancerMoonsTarot. I'm coming at you guys with the daily readings. The first one I see is the first one I read. Let's get it poppin', baby, and see what's going on for all 12 of my motherfucking zodiac signs in love. Hopefully you guys are doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Links in the description box down below for my Instagram, my Twitter, my TikTok. If you guys want to drop a follow, I would greatly appreciate that. Shout out to the notification gang. I love to see my notification gang pull on through. Do want to mention real quick to everybody, if you guys are interested in a personal reading, you can check out my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. It's going to be the first link in the description box below if you guys want to get any sort of personal services. And I also do want to mention to everybody as well, officially all of the September 25th through the 1st of October weekly tarot readings are available and posted on my YouTube channel. So if you haven't seen your weekly tarot reading check-in, feel free to give it a check out. Now, notifications today are probably going to be really slow and weird, so since there isn't a sign coming on in, we're going to start here with the birthday peeps and see what's up for Libra. So let's go ahead and get it popping. What do we got showing up here for Team Libra, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for Libra? I forgot to put your sign up. Hello, here we are. What do we got going on, baby? Message is showing up for Libra in the next 24 hours. Libra, I'm wishing you all a very happy birthday and a very special Libra season. Hope it's going to be very well for each and every single one of you. But let's go ahead and get this last and final shuffle. We'll see what's up. Libra, overall energy for you is going to be the Chariot in reverse. So you could be connecting here possibly with a Cancerian for a few of you. Taking a look here at the current energy, we got here the Seven of Cups in reverse, what you're dealing with at this time, Three of Pents in reverse, and looking at the outcome here for Team Libra is going to be the Judgment in the reverse position as well. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Do want to mention you have here Chariot, you have here Judgment. You could be connecting here with either a Cancer or potentially a Sagittarius here as well. Now, the Chariot reversed here to the Seven of Cups reverse is kind of interesting because it feels to me here that you're still focused on one thing in specific. If the Seven of Cups was in the upright position, this would represent that you're focusing on a multitude of things, but considering that it's in the reverse, it means you're only focused here on one cup instead of the remaining 6 cups, okay? So I get the feeling here for you, Libra, that you have your eye on something. Looking at what you're dealing with here, Three of Pents reversed, you can have your eye potentially on what's not working out for you here at this time. Three of Pentacles in the reverse position represents things that aren't coming together, things that aren't folding perfectly and aligning perfectly. So I feel like you kind of have your eye on something specific that hasn't been working out for you. That could be something that's been kind of stressful. Maybe it's been something that's a little bit disappointing. I do see here with the outcome being the Judgment reverse, it's like, I don't know, I'm kind of at this point where I've been trying to make something work for a while, but considering that it's not, maybe I should stop giving it a chance with the Judgment showing up in reverse here as well. What I would say here for you, Libra, is that resistance will always create, whatever it is you resist will persist. I think that taking the path of least resistance here might be the best bet for you. I think that when we channel a lot of our energy into what's not working out for us, we're missing out on the opportunity to look at what is. Because there's tons of shit going for you right now. There is tons of things in your life that are working out for you right now. You just have to tune into that frequency. You just have to tune into that energy. You know, why channel all our energy into maybe the one thing that isn't working when we can be putting all of our energy into everything that's already established, that's flowing together perfectly, that's working for us, right? So I almost get the feeling here that I want to say to you, Leaves, it's like for your next 24 hours, best approach that you should take is instead of putting your energy and channeling all your focus into what might not be working out here for you at this time, take the path of least resistance instead. Focus on what works, focus on what's going good, what you got going for you, and channel all your energy into that instead. It will leave you A, not drained, but instead you'll feel like you have tons of energy, and B, you'll drop the focus off of something that you don't need to focus on in the first place, you know? Once again, whatever it is you resist persists. Take the path of least resistance, and you're looking pretty damn good, okay? All right, Team Libra, I like that though. You know, it sucks whatever this might be that's not working out, but focus on all the other shit you got going for you, man, because trust me, putting energy into that is so much more worth it because you can create something powerful, all right? All right, Team Libra, we're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we started out with Team Libra here today. We're going to move on forward in just a sec. Just going to stop and say hi. Hey, what's going on, guys? Pisces technically was the first sign to come in today. It was just really late with notifications, so I read Libra first, so we're going to do Pisces next. But what's going on? Yes, me. Hey, what's up, everybody? What's going on, Jalpa? Hi, Cindy. Hey, very happy Mondays. What's going on, love? How's everybody here doing today? Hope you guys are all doing well. All right, though, y'all. Let's hop on into the Pisces. Let's see what's going on here for the fish in your next 24. What do we got going on here for Pisces, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 24 hours, what do we got going on here for the fish, baby? Message is here for Team Pisces. In the next 24, Pisces, I feel like you guys are actually coming through here relatively quick. Let's get one last and final shuffle. And we'll see what's going on with you guys. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty fantastic stuff. Pisces, overall energy for you is a 3 of Pents in reverse. Looking at the current energy, 6 of Swords in reverse. What you're dealing with right now, Ace of Swords in reverse. And then looking at the outcome, guys, King of Swords in reverse as well. So we got all reversals across the board, but I definitely feel like this is an interesting message to say the least. I kind of feel like you're trying to say to somebody, listen, until we find a solution, we're not going anywhere. You know what I mean, Pisces? It's like, let's lock each other in a room and figure this shit out. So let's take a look at this one. 3 of Pentacles reversed here, 6 of Swords in reversed here. We're not going forward right now on a positive note. Maybe between you and somebody else, things aren't working and there hasn't been growth, there hasn't been progression. So I feel like for you here, Pisces, you're acknowledging that a lot of that has to do with a lack of communication. Taking a look at what you're dealing with, Ace of Swords reversed. If you and somebody are on the same or aren't on the same page, there's a lack of communication there. And it's almost like, I'm not going to sit here and just say things cannot work when if we were to properly communicate, most certainly things could, right? So looking at the outcome here for you, King of Swords reversed, it's kind of time here to drop the defenses. It's time here to kind of drop the ego and let's have a genuine freaking conversation and sort things out. So Pisces, I feel like for your next 24 hours, you're kind of saying to somebody like, hey, look, you and I both have our defenses up. We have our walls up. We have our guard up. It's time to drop that shit. And if we really want to make something here work, we need to be vulnerable. We need to speak the truth. We need to tell each other how we feel. We need to have a real conversation and real communication. It can't just be a battle of the defenses, you know? It's not like we're playing a video game over here where we got to block the enemy's attacks. It's like we got to sit here, talk and communicate and be willing to be vulnerable. So I think that you're in this energy in the next 24 hours where it's like, look, you're not a person I'm going to give up on, or this is a situation I'm not going to give up on, but it's going to require you to have to work with me too. So I feel like you're really going out of your way here to explain to somebody like, listen, if you want to do this, if you want to resolve things, you need to be willing to work with me. Let's set aside our fucking defenses and let's figure this shit out. I think you're going to be more of the person here to take initiative in this scenario for your next 24. So do take that if it resonates, Pisces. Leave it if it doesn't, but definitely understandable to say the least, you know? I've been in situations before people where my defenses were up, their defenses were up, and it's like, who the hell is going to budge first? Because both of us cared, you can tell. Even if people are really defensive, they can still really care about one another. But I realized, okay, let me take initiative here. Let me drop my defense. Let's talk. Let's communicate. Let's work out our situation. And when I brought that to my person's attention, once they saw that I kind of, you know, waved the white flag and surrendered a bit and dropped my defenses, so did they. And shit was able to get sorted and figured out, you know? So Pisces, give it a go. Definitely see you taking initiative here. It's like, I am so over the battle of the defenses. I'm ready here to get on into it, okay? I heard the defense against the dark arts, Harry Potter. Either way though, Pisces, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up our beautiful water. We also started out with our air signs for today. So we're going to do water. We're going to do air, water, fire, earth. Yeah, let's do air, water, fire, earth. We'll keep it on that kind of schedule for the rest of the day. And that'll be that. Real quick though, guys, what's up? Red Sky, hi. Thank you so much for tuning in. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing great. Keep it moving. Welcome, welcome. You said, hi, beautiful soul fam. Hello, hello. How are you doing today? Hope you guys are doing great. You guys are all popping in the chat here today. Love that. Love to see it. By the way, for the 71 peeps in the chat, if you can drop a like, that'd be super cool. Thank you guys for coming on out. Really, really appreciate you guys tuning in here today. So we did our air, we did our water. Let's go to our fire. Let's take a look at Sagittarius, actually. I want to see what's going on here for you guys. Message is showing up here for Saggy. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What's going to be coming up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Sag? Messages here for Team Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Sagittarian peeps, let's get this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's going on with you. Hopefully, we're looking at some awesome stuff. Saggy, overall energy for you is going to be the Queen of Swords in the upright position. You could be connecting here possibly with an air sign like a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. Coming into the current energy for you, Eight of Cups in reverse, looking at what you're dealing with. We got the Chariot, and then taking a look here at the outcome for you is going to be the Page of Wands in the upright position. So let's see what's in store here for you. You got a Queen of Swords here. You got an Eight of Cups in reverse here as well. Kind of getting the sense here for you, Sagittarius, that you're in a space right now where you want to kind of detach yourself from the idea of making a reappearance or returning to a person or a situation. I see here with what you're dealing with, the Chariot, you're trying to be on a forward path of just going forward, moving on, leaving something behind. But I think it's hard because looking at the outcome here, Page of Wands, somebody here is kind of strutting their stuff. Somebody here is kind of doing what they can to attract you and pull you back in. I feel like you're battling between your head and your heart. I think that logistically, you're in that space where it's like, I probably should move on from this person. It is probably the best course of action to just do my thing and separate myself from someone. But maybe resonating with the heart center, it's a little hard because there is attraction there, and maybe there's even feelings there for this individual as well. So I feel like somebody here is doing everything in their power to try to re-attract you, and it's like, shit, am I going to cut this person out, Queen of Swords, or am I going to return to them? I don't know. I think that it's a tough time, but you're doing your best here to make a head over heart decision, right? Looking at what you're dealing with, once again, the Chariot here says, I need to move forward, but I need to move forward for my own good. So I think that inevitably here, Sag, you are going to be in the energy of moving on from somebody in the next 24 hours. I think that there's temptation to want to go back to someone, especially when they're being the Page of Wands. They're showing off that they're attractive, or they're doing what they can in their power to attract you. I think that once again, there's a bit of temptation there. But despite the temptation though, you're saying to yourself, I need to listen to my head, and I need to make this a head over heart decision. So you'll be keeping it popping, pushing, and moving forward from somebody specific in the next 24, despite how they may try to attract you. All right. Yeah, this person here is pulling out that mating call over here. It's like those birds. Don't the male birds like dance and shit to attract the female birds? Y'all ever see that shit? All right. Yeah, maybe that's what this person's doing over here. They're doing like a cool bird dance or some shit to try to attract you. I don't fucking know. But either way, Sag, you know, as cool as that dance may look, you know, head over heart decision here for sure. All right. All right, guys, you're keeping it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Take that if it resonates, and leave it if it doesn't, Sag. But I appreciate you guys coming on out. Okay. Hey, Orpheus, what's going on? You said happy Tuesday, Aunt. You look awesome today. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Keep it moving said facts. Alejandra said so true, but I'm letting him put in the work. There you go. Keep it moving said for me, it's a family member. I always help them and help them get back. But no matter, you said it's a family member that I always help and they get back in the hole. So no matter how many times I help, yeah, I feel that. That's kind of tough, right? It's hard to help somebody, and you can give somebody anything, right? You can give them so much advice. You can give them so much help, but it really depends on whether or not they take the advice and put it to work, or they take the help and they do something with it, you know? Even if you're there to hold somebody's hand in the process of anything, if they don't truly work with you and work with themselves, it's going to be very difficult, right? It's going to be a very difficult time. But either way, though, you know, that's what it is. Thanks, Marlene, for popping in links in the chat. I appreciate that. Also, Healing Hearts, hi. He said, hello, Anthony. Hope you're doing fantastic today. It's been a pretty solid day. I'm not going to lie. I had a Mercury day, it felt like. You know, Mercury's been direct for a while. I'm pretty sure we're almost out of the shadow period, but I woke up incredibly late today, and then I had issues uploading like Capricorn's video. It was stuck on processing, and then I realized the file was corrupted. I needed to re-render the video, re-upload the video. I just had so many like technology errors and issues and inconsistencies today, so I was like, ugh, that's a pain in the ass. But other than that, though, everything worked out no matter what. I'm here hanging out with you guys, so that's what I'm grateful for. Actually, looking at the view count right now, I see 222 views, so that's really cool. 222 showing up in the chat. Really, really dope. Yeah, that's kind of what I was looking for, Eclipse Chaser. I was looking for some sort of saying for that, and you nailed it. Absolutely. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. That is super true, and that definitely goes with the situation that I was just touching base on. Very, very true. Very, very true. All right, though, guys, let's go ahead and move forward. We're hopping into Earth. Let's have a look here at Team Virgo. What's going to be going on here for you, baby? What's going to be showing up here for Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Team Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. Oh, was it healing hurts? I'm happy to hear that. What do we got showing up here for the Virgo, please, in the next 24 hours? All right, my Virgo peeps, let's see what's going on with you. Hopefully, we're looking at some awesome sauce. What's up here, baby? Virgo. Overall energy for you is going to be the 8 of Swords. You could be in your head about a situation in the next 24 hours. For the current energy, Fool in reverse, what you're dealing with at this time, 10 of Cups reversed, and then looking at the outcome for you is going to be the Ace of Wands in the reverse position as well, if I can grab it. There you go. Felt like I had a Butterfinger moment for sure. But let's look at this one and see what's going on. 8 of Swords here, Fool in reverse here. You're not taking action until you figure out a plan. Right off the bat, that's what's showing up here for you. 8 of Swords to me could be a card that represents that you feel a little stuck inside your head. You don't know what to do about a situation. You're confused. So at this time, I don't think you're making any sort of movements just yet until you have a good plan and a good idea of what you want to do. Looking at what you're dealing with here, 10 of Cups reversed, I think you're looking at a situation in your life that hasn't been the most fulfilling. And you're trying to figure out, I think, in a way of either how to turn this situation around or how to move forward, because looking at the outcome here, Ace of Wands reversed, you don't really feel like your current circumstances are moving in a future that's going to be all that positive. So you're displeased with something in your life. Could be displeased with a relationship, could be displeased with your career, maybe your financial situation. There's definitely a displeased kind of energy showing up here, and it's like, well, how do I turn things around? Is it best to try to figure out how to turn things around, or is it best to kind of have a whole new beginning separately and entirely, right? Is it better to just try something different than what I'm doing right now? You know, for example, should I try to fix this career to make it as great as it can be, or should I find a new one? Should I try to fix the relationship or find a different relationship? You know, this is the time where it's like decisions. I think you have to ask yourself, first and foremost, with your circumstances, you might not love where they're at, but do you love the circumstance? Once again, let's say we're talking about a relationship. You might not love where you and your partner have been in your relationship, but do you love your partner? If you do, you can start working on and asking yourself, how can I make this relationship better? Now, on the other hand, if you're not happy with the circumstances with your partner, but you're definitely not happy with your partner in general, then you're better off being single and finding new love. You know, that's how I would look at this reading and perceive it. So I would say really take the time here to think, is this a situation you want to turn around, or are you looking for something entirely new? That's how I would put it, Virgo. So take that time to think moving into your next 24 hours. If it resonates with you, cool. If not, don't worry about it. But I definitely think that that would help you guys to the best that it can for your current circumstance, okay? All right, Virgo, we're going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Take it if it resonates and leave it if it doesn't, okay? All right, baby. Eclipse Chaser said, I swear Ant is cruising through my brain these days. Happy to resonate with you, you know? As long as I can get an accurate reading for somebody, even if it's one person and not 1,000 people, I'm super stoked with that, you know? Also, happy Taco Tuesday to you as well, Pisces love. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Rennie B, what's going on with you? Said, hey, Ant and Cancer gang, been feeling very tired these last couple of days. It's gravity being heavier. Maybe it is. I don't know. But yeah, it has been pretty tiring for the past couple of days. I think Cancers, though, are kind of eternally tired, to be honest. I get that feeling all the time of just being tired and drained. I mean, even if I didn't do what I do, which can be like a very intensive and draining job, I feel like I would always still be tired. So as a Cancer, I don't think we can ever get enough rest, you know, unless we're on a nice 2-week vacation somewhere. You know, personally for me, I'd like to be, you know, on a nice ass vacation in Aruba for a good 2 weeks. But, you know, I already had my vacation a few weeks ago, so I got to wait until we save up money for that next one. Right. But yeah, man, for sure. Ooh, that's a shower thought. Damn, Eclipse Chaser. That's a shower thought for sure. Keep it moving said, Ant, you're always in sync with your community and we love it. Thank you. I try to be, guys. I really do. You know, I know that I'm not going to resonate with every person in this world, and especially in the YouTube space, I'm not going to resonate with everybody. You know, not every person's going to like me or want to subscribe to me and hang out with me. But for the people that do, I do my best to be as in sync with you guys as possible, to be as transparent with you, to do, you know, the best work for you guys, and also to just have a relationship with all of you too. I think it's really cool. To have the title of being a YouTuber, but also to not feel like you are a part of this hierarchy and you're better than everybody else, because I don't feel better than anybody, you know? So it's cool to actually sit and connect with you guys and chat with you guys and get to know you in more of a personal way, and to have, excuse me, that personal connection. Really, really do love that about this job for sure. I really do. Did this die already, or is this still good to go? Sorry, guys. Up shortly. Oh, it said my computer, my OBS disconnected. Now it reconnected. Okay, I think we're good. Guys, real quick, let me know if the live stream is still going well and if it's still fine. Can you hear me okay and hear me clearly and see me clearly? Just want to double check because I got a weird little pop-up. As you should, Eclipse Chaser. As you should. Birthdays do rock. And hey, whether you have more of them or less of them as time is going on and progressing, gotta enjoy your special day, you know? You really do. I never been a fan. Well, I mean, I think in more recent years, I started becoming more of a fan. When you're a kid, right? You're always super stoked for your birthday. Because that's the day where it's like, oh, I'm getting all these presents and people are coming to see me. So when you're younger, you know, birthdays are cool. I feel like my mid-20 birthdays have sucked a lot, to be honest, though, just because it kind of like points out like who gives a shit about you and who doesn't. You know, and the thing is like in my mid-20s, or my 20s in general, I've noticed I haven't been the most stoked for my birthdays just because it's been kind of like a weird time. And I didn't feel like as prioritized, I guess, as other people did, and how I would prioritize other people for their birthdays as well. But I've been starting to get more on track with just recognizing that my birthday is my day to enjoy myself. It's not so much about having to focus on other people celebrating me, even though that's a bonus. It's more about just celebrating the fact that I'm here and it's cool and I'm growing and I'm learning. And I started to kind of look at that more in that kind of perspective, which I think has been really great, to be honest. Okay, good, guys. I'm glad it's loud and clear. Just wanted to double check because it said we disconnected for a second, so I want to make sure that we're still doing good. Cool. All right, we're gonna hop back into it in a sec, though, guys. Very Happy Monday said Virgo definitely resonates, deciding to avoid decision fatigue. When you get very indecisive, it can be super tiring. I agree with that for sure. Seriously. Healing Heart said, I'm celebrating them all. It's better than the alternative. 60 was great. Yeah, I feel like those are such awesome years too, man. Like I always hear like your 20s, everybody says that they're the best. I think that for younger people now in my age, the 20s kind of are like, but the 30s are really good. And the 40s are like when you really start enjoying life, because that's when everything kind of stables out more. You've worked so hard to get to a good place. You're more stable. You have so much to do. Like, I feel like 40s is going to be something I'm super excited for when I get there. I still want to be young though. I still want to enjoy being 24 years old, you know, don't get me wrong. But I think when I hit the 40s, that's going to be like a really fun time. Early 30s, really fun time too. And even hitting 60, that's fucking dope, man. That's really, really cool. All right, though, guys, let's hop on into it, though. We're going to go back into the air. We did Libra first, all right? So we're jumping into the Gemini, and we're going to see what's rolling on in here for you. All right, what do we got going on for Team Gemini, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be popping on in here for you? Message is coming in for Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Gemini, let's get this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on here for you, baby. Hopefully, we are looking at some pretty fantastic stuff. What do we got going on? Gemini, overall energy for you is going to be the Fool in reverse. Looking at the current energy, we have here the Three of Wands in reverse, what you're dealing with, Hermit in reverse, and then looking at the outcome for you guys is going to go ahead and be the Ace of Pence in the reverse position as well. So, Gemini, what's up? You could be connecting here with a Virgo or possibly an Aries. Do keep that in mind if it applies. But let's have a look here. Fool in reverse to the Three of Wands in reverse as well. Kind of getting the feeling here for you that you are in a space right now where maybe you're not thinking about wanting to wait on somebody or wait on something in your life, especially if you've been waiting here for a while. Just throwing that out there for you. If you've been waiting on someone or something for a while, it's kind of like, yeah, the time's up. What the hell am I waiting for? You know, looking at what you're dealing with, Hermit reverse, isn't it funny that every time you stop waiting on something and you decide to move on, that's when it suddenly decides to come in or make an appearance for you? Hermit in reverse. It's an interesting phenomenon, you know? When you decide to stop waiting on somebody to text you, poof, suddenly they text you. When you stop waiting on somebody here to talk to you or to reach out to you or to come back into your life, poof, here they are, super, super quickly. And naturally what tends to happen is that when you're waiting on somebody, they can feel your energetic presence. So let's say, for example, a breakup happened and you've been waiting for this person to come back into your life. If you're thinking about them every day, if you're missing them every day, if they're always on your mind, even though you may not physically be there, energetically, they feel your energy. They can feel your presence, and it doesn't give that person the room to miss you. But what happens is when you move on, you're not giving them your energy. You're not making an energetic presence nor a physical one. So the absence of you starts to sit in. It starts to settle in for that person. And then they have the ability to actually miss you. And once that happens, poof, they start returning and coming back forward here into your life. So I definitely get the feeling here for you, Gemini, that you've decided to stop waiting on something. You decided to stop being stagnant, right? Because waiting is stagnancy within itself. And as soon as that happens, here we go, Hermit in reverse, what you were waiting for comes on in. And I think that you're going to be denying it, to be honest, looking at the outcome, Ace of Pentacles reversed, as you've waited so long for something. Now that it comes in, you don't necessarily want it, is what I'm seeing here. You're shutting down the opportunity. You're turning down the opportunity because, you know, that entire time of waiting, it kind of made you realize, I don't need what this is. You know, if you were waiting for an ex and your ex reappears, I think I now realize that I don't need this person in my life. If you were waiting for a message back from someone, or maybe you were waiting for something to happen, maybe I don't need this anymore. Because in all that time of waiting, it showed me that I probably am better off moving on. You know, so that's what I feel here for you guys. Take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. I hope that chat real quick about how your energy and your energetic presence is a real thing. Hopefully that can help you guys out a little bit if you ever needed that advice at all. But it's a real thing for sure, though. Okay, but take that if it resonates, Gems. Leave it if it doesn't. Really appreciate you coming out here nonetheless. So thank you, Team Gemini, so much. Okay. By the way, Mike, what's up, man? How you doing? Thank you so much for the 20, brother. You said you went on a job interview for arts and crafts store. They randomly pulled a math test and made me fill it out without a calculator. I didn't pass it, so they told me that I couldn't continue to the interview. I laughed so hard. I'm not gonna lie to you, Mike. I think I would laugh my ass off too, if you were expecting me to do math without a calculator. Because let me tell you right now, without a calculator, there's no way. So I understand that, brother. I would have laughed my ass off too, man. Some of these jobs are just very interesting with their fucking requirements, dog. So you know what it is though, right? It ain't meant to be. Who wants to sit there doing math without a fucking calculator anyways? This ain't school. Do you got to show your work too, Mike? Did they want you to show your work too, man? Either way though, brother, I totally get it. You know what? If it was meant to be, it would have been. It's not meant to be. Keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward, man. Oh, man, that's funny though. Showing your work makes me laugh though. Sorry, y'all. I'm being silly for a second. That's how petty I would have been. I would have been like, do you want me to show my work too? I don't know why that's so funny to me, guys. I'm sorry. I can't calculate without a calculator either. I like certain things, sure, but if it's like big numbers, no way. No way. Yeah, man, if it was meant to be, it'll be for surely. All right, guys, moving forward. We did our lovely air sign. We're going to hop back on into our water sign. So let's go ahead and have a look here at the lovely and amazing Scorpio gang. What's going on here, baby? Message is showing up here for Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. Mike, that makes sense that it was a Hobby Lobby. That's funny. Message is here for Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, let's go ahead and get ourselves actually this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's going on with you. Hopefully we're looking at some awesome stuff. All right, Scorpio, overall energy for you is going to be the Nine of Cups in reverse. Taking a look here at the current energy, we have here the Four of Pentacles, what you're dealing with at this time, Two of Cups in reverse, and looking at the outcome for you is going to go ahead and be the Five of Cups in the reverse position as well. So let's take a look here at your next 24. All right, we got here a Nine of Cups in reverse paired with a Four of Pentacles. So, kind of getting the feeling here for you where it's like you're not necessarily satisfied, so you're holding back from someone. Yeah, Four of Pentacles is like holding on, holding back, holding your feelings in, kind of keeping to yourself. I think that right now you're keeping to yourself because looking at what you're dealing with, Two of Cups reversed, you're not feeling very connected to somebody specifically here at this time. Scorpios, you look like you're moving on, period. Point blank. Okay, that is what I'm going to say here for Scorps. I feel like there's no other way to put it. Two of Cups reversed here, Five of Cups reversed. You're like, I'm done crying over spilled milk. I'm moving on. I'm just not resonating with the way that this person is showing up and how they're behaving, and it's not satisfactory. Period. So I'm going to keep to myself instead. If I'm not liking how you're behaving and acting, why would I keep on continuing to extend myself to you when I don't feel like you're in my vibrational resonance? So Scorpios, very, very fast message, but I think that that's where you're at with somebody. It's like, yeah, the way you're showing up and the energy you're bringing to the table and how you've been behaving recently, definitely not something that I'm enjoying nor resonating with, so I'm just not going to keep on extending myself. I'm going to disconnect and detach and do me instead and kind of keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So I know it's a super general and quick message, but take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but I appreciate you, Scorpio, coming out here so much nonetheless, okay? All right, my beautiful Scorpio gang, let's go ahead and keep it moving forward. So we did the air, we did the water, jumping back into our fire. Let's have a look here at the Leo gang. What's popping for Team Leo, baby? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information's coming up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Team Leo in the next 24? What do we got going on here for you? All right, Team Leo, one more shuffle is incoming, and we're gonna see what's up with you. All right, Leo, overall energy for you is going to be the Justice card. Hello, you could be connecting with a Libra possibly. Looking at the current energy, Nine of Swords, what you're dealing with, the Lovers, and looking at the outcome for you is going to be the King of Cups in reverse. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about it. Do want to make note, Leo, it is 4:44 p.m. 444 is my angel number that represents alignment. Trust the process, trust your guides, trust your instincts. Know that everything is going according to plan. Just want to point that out to you. Now, the Justice card is Libra energy. It represents here that you are looking for something to be fair, something to be balanced. I see here with the current energy being the Nine of Swords, you've been experiencing quite the opposite. You haven't felt like you've been treated fairly or in a balanced manner. Instead, I feel like you're very stressed, upset, discontent with the situation. Looking at what you're dealing with right now being the Lovers, I think it has a lot to do with somebody that you had a very high status connection with. This could be somebody that you had fallen in love with, had a relationship with, maybe somebody you've had a lot of longevity with. And I feel here that ultimately they're showing up as the Lovers in the next 24 hours, meaning that they're showing up as if everything is okay, when I think that the truth of the matter is that it's not. Looking at the outcome here being the King of Cups reversed, they have shown you this energy that has been so non-compassionate, so non-loving. And how are you going to go from making me upset to suddenly pretending as if those same actions you've taken previously is not the same version of who you are here today? Because I feel like somebody here is switching up again. So they switched up initially, right? They hurt you. And now they're switching up again saying, hey, I love you. I care about you. It's like nothing ever happened. Come on, Leo, you're like, okay, well, things didn't go according to plan for you in the past, but now you're coming back over here acting like nothing ever happened. Well, guess what? You hurt me, and that's just the truth. And if I'm going to be living in a just and fair world, it wouldn't be just and fair for me to just give you this second chance and pretend like nothing's happened. I have too much respect for myself. I care about myself. I hold myself in a high regard. And I'm not going to give somebody the ability here to come in and think that they're wiping the slate clean, when the truth is that after the last time they've hurt me, I'm not so sure, looking at the outcome, King of Cups reversed, that I'm going to hold the same compassion in my heart for them as I once did in giving them a sense of forgiveness, and more so giving them a second chance. So Really intense energy here, Leo. But you know what it feels like to me? I think somebody here may want a second chance from you, and they may want to be involved with you again, and they may want to make everything as beautiful and perfect as it can be, but I think you're recognizing that's not where we're going to stand, and that's not what's going to happen, because what's done is done. And I don't think I have the compassion in my heart here to continue forgiving you, giving you second chances, only for you to repeat the same thing over and over again. So with that being said, out of the respect that I have for myself, Leo, you're going to be keeping it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Okay? Take that if it resonates. Leave it if it doesn't. But Leo, definitely thank you for coming out here nonetheless, and definitely understandable for sure. All right, guys, moving on forward for you. We finished up our beautiful fire. We did our water and our air. We're now going to jump back into the earth signs. Originally, we did Virgo, so let's go ahead and have a look here at the Capricorn and see what's in store here for you, okay? What do we got going on here for Team Capricorn, baby? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus. In the next 24 hours, what do we got showing up here for Cappy? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24. Hey, Sylvia, how's it going? You said hi, everybody, and hi, Aunt. Hope you're all having a great day. Likewise to you. I hope you're having a great day, too. Thank you so much for stopping by. All right, Team Capricorn. Let's get one more shuffle, and we'll see what's going on with you. Hopefully, all is well. Cappy, overall energy is going to be the Emperor. So you could be connecting here possibly with a earth sign, or not an earth sign, an Aries potentially. Looking at the current energy, 9 of Cups, what you're dealing with here is going to be the Wheel of Fortune. And then looking at the outcome here for you is going to be the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse position. All right, Capricorn, let's see what's up. Emperor here and the 9 of Cups. I think that right now you're really happy with the way that things are going because you feel like you're in control of something. So you could feel like you're in control of your career, your money situation. You could feel really in control of yourself right now with the way that things are going. Maybe you're hitting a lot of goals. You're getting a lot of things done. So that's really cool to see here so far. But looking at what you're dealing with here, Wheel of Fortune, I do think, though, that while you have a sense of control here, Capricorn, there is something here changing and transforming that I think is beyond your control. And looking at the outcome here, 3 of Pentacles reversed, you're going to start to think that things aren't working out for you when actually they are. So I just want to throw this out here for Capricorns. If you feel in control right now, that's good. I think everybody should feel a sense of control from time to time. But I want you to know, here's my prediction for you. If you start seeing something start to get out of your control, something's changing, you have no power to fix it, to change it, something here is changing and transforming, I want you to know that even though you may think that this is things not working out for you, this is everything unfolding according to plan. It is a blessing in disguise whether or not you can see it. So let's say, for example, things have been going really well. You've been hitting all your goals. You've been working super hard. You've been seeing success. And then suddenly it feels like everything is changing. I don't know why. I don't feel like I'm getting success from this one thing anymore. Well, maybe little do you know, you're in the process of transforming to something even bigger to get you even more success. And that's why you no longer resonate with what previously was a successful venture for you, because you were meant for something bigger and better. But you're going to freak out and think, wait a minute, I'm losing all my success. Nothing's working for anymore. This is scary. This sucks. This is the universe's way of showing that you're leveling up. Even though you may not see the level up happen, you're in the process of it unfolding. So I feel like if you start to notice that things are kind of getting out of your grasp, you're not really in control so much of things that are changing and transforming, I want you to tap more into the energy of trusting the process, because by trusting the process here, you're going to know that you're going to be guided here to something bigger and better. And it's also going to put you at ease here for you as well. So Capricorns, don't worry. I feel like you're going to be guided somewhere quite wonderful. All right, Team Cappy. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Take it if it resonates. Leave it if it doesn't. But thank you so much for coming out here nonetheless, okay? All right, guys. By the way, Mike, thank you so much for another donation. I love that it's 555. Really awesome. Thank you, brother. You said, I would love to calculate the amount of past life karma for the woman that is interviewed for the job. Yeah, man, who knows? I mean, people... At the end of the day, while that is funny, people at the end of the day, man, especially when it comes to certain kind of careers, are just really weird about their specifications. And it's a really weird time, guys, when it comes to work and career. You know, so many people are doing their own thing and making their own businesses, I think, now more than ever. And there's a lot of people that are currently quitting their normal jobs just because of the way that you do that kind of work, or the required specifics. Like, I've seen jobs, guys, like, tell me how this makes sense, okay? there has been jobs. Let's say somebody wants to become a driver. And it's like, okay, you need a CDL. That's understandable. Get a CDL if you have to drive a certain kind of truck with certain kind of specifications. But let's say real quick, yes, FedEx, you wanted to be a driver, maybe a mail deliverer, right? How would you be expected to get into that kind of work if you don't have driving experience? They're like 15 years of experience. Okay, where are you going to train to get that experience for 15 years to apply for that one job for minimum wage? You know what I'm saying? Even with Amazon driving, it's like, they take new people. They take new beginnings, whatever. You try to go to apply for that, but it's like you need experience for 3 years. Well, where are you going to get that experience, right? And then with other jobs, they have just weird kooky things like you need this, that, and the third. I don't know. We live in a time where it's harder to get a job for most people than ever. I think that back in the day, even when I got my first job, dude, I just went in there and said, hey, you got an application? Everything nowadays is fucking online. You got to take like 10 different resumes, compile them, and throw them online. You can't even walk in anymore and ask for an application. So like I said, I think we live at a point where there's so many requirements and specifications for most of the jobs that are simple, basic fucking tasks. Just saying, man. A lot of simple, basic tasks to do certain things. I get it. If there's certain shit that you need to be qualified for, like data and other crazy techno shit and technology shit, sure, get your certifications. But it's very weird at this point in our lives just to get like a basic job. It's a very weird time. Very, very weird time. Just throwing that out there. That's why I feel like a lot of people are doing their thing. And a lot of people are becoming very successful, by the way, doing their own thing too. Yep, absolutely, Eclipse Chaser. Teresa said, so true. Job requirements are weird. I got let go due to a shortage from a job after only being there for 2 weeks. Like, what? Like, why would you hire me then if you knew 2 weeks? You know what I'm saying? Or if you knew there was a shortage? That's some weird stuff, man. I don't know. So yeah, we live in a weird time, and I think that a lot of people are going to start to recognize that, or like a lot of people are going to start to kind of get fed up with the way that corporations have been and jobs have been and companies have been, where they'll get to a point where they'll probably figure out something on their own, you know? This is a very weird time we live in. That's why I wish to a certain extent that I was born in like the 70s. I wish I got to experience like the 90s, you know? Because I was born in the last year of the 90s, 1999. Never got to experience that time where, you know, buying a house was like $20,000. That would have been amazing. Would have been so amazing, man. It would have been a great time back then with the economy. I'm sure the economy had its struggles, but to me, it just seemed like back then, life, career, all that stuff, such a simpler time. I would have loved to grow up in the 70s. Yep, absolutely, Eclipse Chaser, absolutely. So it's a weird time, man. It really is. But either way, though, guys, we did finish up our second batch. Sorry, I went down a rabbit hole. We did finish up our second batch. I'm going to hop on into the rest of the signs in a bit, just taking my normal casual break. And then we'll hop into the last of what we got going on here for today. I hope everybody's having a good day here, though, so far. Happy Tuesday to everybody. For those of you that are in the chat, if you're enjoying today's video, please do drop a like. I'd really appreciate it. And definitely drop a comment and a subscribe if you're new, as I'm getting closer and closer to 300,000 subscribers. If we can hit that milestone, that'd be really dope. So hit that subscribe button if you're having fun, man. Hey, AIO, what's going on? How are you? Hopefully everything's going well with you as well. Humans are weird. You know, we're the only species on the planet that have a an economy when you think about it, right? Everybody else lives on the earth for free. They use the earth's resources. They live peacefully, right? When we think about animals and everything else, we're the only ones that make it hard for ourselves. That's why humans are super weird, you know? I think there's a lot of bonuses when you think about it, though. There's a lot of bonuses in the retrospect of the things we can build and the things we can create. But at the same time, you know, if we just lived like other species in a way, I think there'd be a lot more peace too. Wow, Healing Hearts. That's awesome. Yeah, you said first home was $21,088. Can't even buy a new car for that now. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, the cars that I've bought, I think that I've never bought a car. I've leased all my cars, but the first car that I had, I got handed down for me, which is great. It was a Dodge Stratus. The first car I've ever leased, which was, I think, a Honda Civic hatchback Sport, was $24,000. Ever since then, and I was like, that's kind of steep for me because I was a lot younger. But ever since then, I've never seen a car hit that number before that I was interested in. I was like, okay, 24,000. Nope. Every other car, 30,000, 40,000. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You know what I'm saying? So buying a car nowadays it's crazy. You know, people used to buy brand new cars for $2,000. Yeah. So Inflation's through the tits. It's through the tits, man. Feel that, AIO. Eclipse Chaser said, if you're creative, if you are creative and make a way, you can do anything. I think so, for sure. You know, and I think that even if it's difficult to be able to make everything off your creativity, there's still so many resources you can do, right? At the same time as well. So it's like, even if you can't make just one thing work, why not make 5 things work so that you're really, really comfortable? Definitely keep that in mind, you know? But all right, though, guys, let's get on into our last 4 signs. We did air first, so we already did Gemini, Libra. So we're going to be taking a look here at Team Aquarius and see what's popping on out here for you. So Aqua, welcome in. And let's see what's going on. What do we got showing up here for Aquarius, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 24 hours, what do we got showing up here, please, for our Zodiac of Aquarian? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. Let's go ahead and have ourselves a look. Aquarius, we're going to be taking a look here at about 2 more shuffles. And we'll see what's up. Hopefully we got some awesome stuff. Aqua, overall energy for you is going to be the Queen of Swords in reverse. You could be connecting here possibly with an air sign like a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Taking a look here at the current energy, 3 of Wands in the reverse position for you. What you're dealing with at this time, 10 of Cups in the upright, that's good. And then looking at the outcome, Aquarius, Queen of Cups in the reverse position as well. So taking a look here for you guys, we got a Queen of Swords in the reverse position and a 3 of Wands in the reverse position as well. Kind of get the feeling for you guys that you're in this period of time where you seem to be detaching from the idea of waiting for something perfect. You know what I love, Aquarius? A lot of people, and this is going to be such an impactful message, and I love this message for you. A lot of people always say, when I attain this or achieve this, then I can be happy. When I have a nice car, I can be happy. When I have a cute boyfriend, I can be happy. When I have a house, I can be happy. When I have a fucking amazing 6-figure job, I can be happy. A lot of people tell themselves that when they have something, that's when they can give themselves permission to be happy. And that's fucking bullshit, because you can give yourself permission to be happy right now. Period. You can give yourself permission to be happy. I'm going to eat the mic for a second. You can give yourself permission to be happy right now. Okay? Right now. You can do it. Tell yourself, I give myself permission to be happy. Say it. Look at me. Say it. I give myself permission to be happy. Yes, you can, okay? Sorry for getting a little bit too intense there, but it's true. You can, right? I think a lot of people are like, man, I just need to be with my romantic partner first. And then once I'm there with my lover, I can be happy. No, that's not necessarily it. You can choose to be happy right now by saying, hey, man, I'm alive, motherfucker. 10 of Cups. I'm breathing. I was born. It was like a 0.0000001% that you even made it here on the planet, okay? So with that being said here for you, the fact that you're here, you're breathing, you're alive, you have a roof over your head, you have water, you got Starbucks coffee, right? At the end of the day, the fact that you're here is so important, and that's enough to be happy to note that, shit, I'm alive, man. And looking at the outcome here being the Queen of Cups reverse, it's like, why invest myself right now in waiting for all these things that I think are going to bring me joy and that I think are going to be so powerful for me and tell me that this is living the good life because I have them? Why bother? Why not just acknowledge that I'm living the good life right now? Because you are. Because you're here. Because you're alive. So I feel like Aquarius, you acknowledge this. By the way, Aquarius, this is not me saying that you need to do these things. You're already doing it. Your reading said this. I'm just saying this to the word to the wise for everybody else. You can choose to be happy right now because happiness is indeed a choice. It is. And a lot of the time, when it comes towards making choices, we have to give ourselves specific permission. You know, if we're giving ourselves permission only to be happy when we achieve something, only to be happy when we hit a goal or some sort of mark that we've been working after, that is what's going to kill your happiness indefinitely and always make you chase this idea of happiness that already lives within you. So the reminder and the message here is that every emotion already lives inside of you. Happiness, sadness, dread, anger, fear, every emotion that you can experience lives within you. What's to say that you can't just choose to experience it and feel that emotion when you can harness whatever emotion you want to at any given time? Okay, so guys, love that message. Super powerful and impactful as always. Take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But thank you for coming out here nonetheless, Aquarius. And hopefully you enjoyed my little craziness that came out a bit. But I enjoyed that one for sure. So thank you so much, okay? All right, guys, we're going to keep it moving forward. Marlene said, Ant, you had a Honda hatchback. What year? My fave car ever. I don't care what anybody says. So I had a 2018 Honda hatchback Sport. It was in blue. That was one of my favorite cars too. Really fun time. Unfortunately, that was the car back in 2018. I remember I shared it with you guys where I ended up getting my tires stolen. So they stole all my tires, my rims, everything. They did like $7,000 worth of damage to my car. So at that point, I did get it fixed through insurance, but it never drove the same. So immediately I just got a new car after that. And then after that car, I now have like my truck that I have now. But yeah, that was definitely a fun ass car, especially being 18 years old. It wasn't the fastest thing in the world, but like it felt sporty. It felt cool. It was a good car, man. So I love that one for sure. It was a great time. Definitely have a lot of love for that car. All right. Yep, absolutely. Like Eclipse Chaser said, for sure. Healing Heart said, be happy now. Tomorrow may not come. Exactly. You never know what's going to happen tomorrow. You really never know, guys. All right. All right, though, y'all. Let's go ahead and move it forward. We finished up all the air. We're going to hop back into our water. Going into our water, Cancer, you haven't been read yet. So Team Cancer, let's see what's up here, baby. Message is showing up here for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for the Cancerian, please? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for you? All right, Cancerian, let's get ourselves here this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's up. Hopefully all is well. Cancer, overall energy for you is going to be the World card in the upright position. You could be connecting here possibly with a fixed zodiac like an Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo. Taking a look at the current energy, Knight of Swords in reverse, looking at what you're dealing with. We have here the Hangman card, and then looking at the outcome for Team Cancer is going to go ahead and be the King of Wands, or sorry, the Knight of Wands in the reverse position. All right, let's go ahead and talk about it and see what's up. Cancer, first things first, I do want to mention, could be dealing with a fixed sign, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo. You also could be connecting with the Pisces here with that Hangman. But the world here to the Knight of Swords in reverse. I think for you guys right now, you're kind of content, or you're at least in an energy of contentment. I think that you are starting to recognize you're not stuck, but instead, you're actually exactly where you need to be. Cancer, the Hangman card can be a card of feeling like we're stuck or we're trapped, but it also could be a card here of representing a moment of enlightenment or having some sort of enlightened kind of realization. I think what's going to happen here for Cancers is a lot of you are going to take a look at your world, your life, where you're at, your current circumstances, and maybe you've been saying to yourself, I'm stuck, I'm trapped, I've been here forever. But I think some of you are going to start to come to realize that I'm exactly where I need to be. Look at what I'm learning. Look at what I'm finding out. Look at what I'm figuring out. Look at what I'm doing. Look at what I'm building towards. And when you can start to see that you're exactly where you need to be, then it starts to give you the sense of direction of actually where your life is heading and where things are going. See, I tell people all the time, it's not a mistake you are where you are. There is something that you're learning in this process. There are things you're working towards in this process. There are things that you are starting to build for your future. You might think where you are now is a mistake. You might think you're stuck, but you ended up here for a reason. So instead of looking at it from the perspective of I'm trapped, I'm stuck, I can't get outside this box, let's start looking at why am I here? What do I need to learn? What do I need to improve? What do I need to work towards? What can I be doing better at this time to create more wonderful shit for my future? Because the present is what? The present moment is everything. Because what you do now depends upon what happens tomorrow. And when it comes time for tomorrow, that'll still be your present moment, right? At the end of the day, the present moment is always here. It's all we have. So when we focus on what can I do now to improve, to create, to make better circumstances happen, instead of looking at it in the ideology of being stuck, that's when we can start setting ourselves free. We have to remember we are where we are for a reason. So what can we do right now to not make it feel as if we're trapped, but instead we're proactively growing? Right, Cancer? I feel like that's the vibe here for you. Take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but hopefully that perspective change can definitely help out anybody who needed that if you've been feeling like you've been stuck or trapped, okay? All right, Team Cancer, love you, sending out my love to you. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So, All the water signs are done. All the air signs are done. Hopping back on into our fire. Team Ram fam. What's going on for the Aries? Let's go ahead and check it out. What do we got going on for Aries, baby? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus. In the next 24 hours, what information is going to be showing up here, please, for the Ram fam? In the next 24 hours. All right, my Aries peeps, I'm getting us one last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's going on here, baby. Hopefully all is well. Aries, overall energy for you is going to be the Page of Wands in reverse. Looking at the current energy, we have here the Page of Swords, looking at what you're dealing with at this time. Nine of Pentacles in reverse, and then looking at the outcome, Aries, is going to be the Hierophant in the upright position. So let's go ahead and get it popping. Page of Wands in reverse here, guys, followed up with the Page of Swords. Kind of getting the feeling here for you that you have a disinterest in something. It does look to me like you guys are kind of keeping your eye, or you're looking at something and you're like, yeah, I don't know if I'm very interested. I'm going to be honest with you, Aries. If you're connecting with somebody in more of a romantic and flirtatious kind of way, I think that you might be being aware or becoming aware that somebody's a little bit clingy. With the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, maybe somebody here is constantly feeling as if they need you, and an Aries doesn't always like feeling needed, as an Aries does like their independence. So because somebody might be needy or a little bit clingy, it could be starting to become a bit of a turnoff for you when it does come towards love and romance. I think that here with the Hierophant, you know, you're interested in a commitment, but you want to be in a commitment with somebody where there is a level of individualism and a level here of independence where you can feel comfortable to kind of retreat and do your thing if you're starting to feel a little bit too, what's the word that I'm looking for here? If you're starting to feel like, you know, you're claustrophobic in a way and need your own space. So some of you might be experiencing that here in your next 24 hours. Now, if it's not about love here, I think that for some of you, you might start to realize that maybe you don't need something anymore as much as you felt like you needed it. You know, this could be the realization of the Nine of Pentacles reversed of like, I thought I needed this in my life to be happy. I thought I needed this habit to be happy. I thought I needed this person to be happy. I thought that I needed to do this specific kind of job to be happy in my life. But at the end of the day, all I ever needed to do was commit to what was good for me, commit to what was right for me, to put my energy into the things that were going to allow me to live my best life. So for some Aries, you might be coming to the realization of like, I thought I needed X, Y, and Z to be happy, but all I ever really needed to do was commit to all the healthy shit in my life that would create happiness in my life, point blank period, right? I think that a lot of the times we all know what we need for a happy, healthy life. Now, doing it is a completely different story, right? I think that, you know, for me personally, I know exercising all the time would be amazing, right? Exercising would be super healthy. It would help me out a lot. But am I going to do it all the time? Probably not. Life gets in the way, you know? So it's very difficult to do the healthy shit, but very easy to acknowledge what it is, right? So either way though, Aries, I do think that for some of you, whether or not somebody here has been too clingy and that's a bit of a turnoff, that could be the case for some of you. For others of you, maybe you're recognizing that you don't need something in your life anymore, but instead you now know what you need and you need to start going ahead and committing to the healthy stuff to start getting the healthy results. All right, guys, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Really interesting message here for the Ram fam. Okay. All right. We did all of our fire, water, and air. Going on into our last zodiac here for the daily read. Hopping on into our bull gang. Let's see what's up here for Team Taurus. What's going to be going on? Messages showing up here for Taurus, baby. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus. In the next 24 hours, what do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, my beautiful bull gang. Let's get this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's up here, baby. Hopefully all is well. Taurus, overall energy for you is a Page of Wands in reverse. Looking at the current energy, Five of Swords. What you're dealing with here, Queen of Cups in reverse. And looking at the outcome for you, the Ten of Cups. All right. This is an interesting one, but the outcome is fantastic. Page of Swords in reverse here, Five of Swords in the upright. Sorry, Page of Wands in reverse, Five of Swords in the upright. Taurus, you're uninterested in having any sort of conflict with someone, okay? You're uninterested in fighting with them. You're uninterested in investing in negative energy. You just want to be good vibes and good terms and all that good stuff. But I feel like somebody here has been specifically a little bit cold to you with the Queen of Cups reversed. I feel like they haven't been super emotional, super loving. Someone feels a little bit cold and detached, okay? Kind of like Ursula from The Little Mermaid. But I think that at the end of the day, despite their coldness and their detached energy And despite how frustrated you might have been with how cold and detached they've been, I feel like somebody here is warming themselves back up in the next 24 hours to where you guys are on better terms. Looking at the outcome here, 10 of Cups, yeah, somebody's mood here is changing. They're taking their cold heart over here, they're throwing it in the microwave, they're warming it up for 30 seconds, comes out nice and warm, everything is good. That's what I'm feeling here for you. Take that if that resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But Taurus, super quick message. If you've been kind of frustrated with somebody's cold and detached attitude, I think they're warming back up to you in the next 24 hours. And even if you've been disinterested in wanting to confront them about this, I think that despite whether if you've been confrontational or not, you're going to start to see that both of you are starting to move into a better direction emotionally. It's going to be a bit of a much better day. So you could be seeing that maybe in the morning, yeah, this is your romantic partner, they're cold or detached, and then they come home from work and they're lovey-dovey and all is well. Maybe you've been dealing with somebody for a while who's been in that cold and detached kind of energy, but then they end up coming towards you in the next 24 saying, I apologize, let's be on good terms, let's have fun, and you reconnect and you're in a really good space with this person. So guys, really fast and quick message. If it applies, cool. If it doesn't, you don't need to take it. But Taurus, I appreciate you coming out here nonetheless, okay? All right, my beautiful bulls, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. And with that all being said, guys, thank you so much for coming out here to today's daily reading. I appreciate every single one of you. I hope you enjoyed today's daily. If you did, please do drop a like and a comment down in the comment section down below. If you are new here, definitely do consider subscribing, guys. I really would appreciate it, and I really would be super excited to welcome you here into the Soul family. So if you want to subscribe, definitely feel free to. I wanted to mention to y'all as well, for everybody who sent in donations today, guys, thank you so much for that. It really helps out a lot more than you know, so thank you for your generosity. For anybody who did send in donations, it helps out a lot, so thank you so much. I wanted to mention for today, all of the September 25th through the 1st of October weekly tarot readings are available for all 12 signs. They're already posted on my channel, so if you haven't seen your individual sign yet for that week, check out your weekly. It's already posted. October readings are what's coming next, so I'm going to be working on the October monthlies. Stay tuned for that. And of course, if anybody wants a personal reading, first link in the description below. Feel free to check out my website. I'll be happy to meet you guys over there to take care of any of your personal service needs, okay? All right, guys, I love you dearly. Have a fantastic day. Happy Tuesday to each and every single one of you, and I will see you all in the next video. Much love to the Soul family, and guys, take care and have yourselves a good one. Peace.